Panda here played 9 games of Enigma 5 in very recently. So I think we saw a lot of Enigma 5 in Europe. I think it's about to start being played here in South America.
That's the no tail.
Oh yeah, the no tail special.
Mm-hmm. What are the drawbacks to the 5 Enigma? Like, surely you need specific carries that it can work with, right?
So your lane's gonna push because you're constantly denying your range creep. So I don't think you want a range hero because they don't have damage block. They actually take a lot of damage tanking the creeps. So I think you want something with sustain. I think Wraith King is really good.
Juggernaut, those kind of...
anything with high armor, high HP region.
Puck.
Morphling.
Morphling.
I think it just doesn't care about being under tower. Yeah, Morphling doesn't care.
Oh my gosh, a blank Aether Lens Hex against Puck? I never thought we'd see the day.
That's not Earth Spirit. Matthew, what are you doing? I came for a Matthew Earth Spirit. I'm very disappointed. Remaining. All right, fair enough. Puck and, shall we get the AA once again, or should we go for something like the Bat Rider still in? That might be the next pick for NoPing, I feel.
Bat Rider, yeah, I think I would be surprised if it gets ignored here. I think we saw so many Bat Riders crushing lanes that I feel like people, they're starting to learn the way of the Bat Rider here.
I want the Bat Rider pick into the Queen of Pain pick. I want to see what happens when you got the Jeans and the Mago with a Bat and a Quaff. We're not going to see it. It's the Prophet instead.
Let me tell you something.
But this is where the Bat comes in.
Yesterday, we bashed 40R's Bat Rider, saying that he should win that lane against the Nature's Prophet. I'm going to tell you
now. Guys did. You two did.
Yes,
Don't lump me in with your bullshit, dog. I said that Prophet was going to slaughter that lane with good positioning and teleportations, and I was right.
I talked to high MMR players, and they told me that Nature's Prophet is supposed to actually... It's not that he crushes the lane, but he has so much harass and he's a range hero that it's really hard for the Bat Rider to ever dive him, because Bat Rider is always going to be like half HP, and then the dive becomes dangerous since he's going to be under tower.
Yeah.
So I apologize. I said the matchup was hard, but it is not. It is actually Nature's Prophet favorite.
Well, we'll give you some forgiveness for going back and doing the research, buddy. Live and learn. That's my motto. Well done, Bowie.
Thank you.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. It's okay to admit when you're wrong if you learn something.
Just don't dive the Nature's Prophet in front of the jungle and stack it and come out way ahead of the Nature's Prophet. But that's cool. We can call even.
They actually bend the storm even though NP is there, huh? Okay.
A single person rotates in. Like, didn't they have an Earth Spirit that game? Am I crazy?
I think they had a Shaker, right? They had Shaker,
anything that stuns him, he dies. That's not an excuse.
Some nice offlaners banned out here by Infamous. That was a lot of nice offlaners.
Quality heroes right there.
Yeah.
Those are the... what was the word we used for like the fat boys? It was like, was it bulky boys? I don't remember anymore.
The beefy boys?
Beefy boys, yeah. 2 beefy boys. 3 beefy boys actually being banned. On the side of Infamous. So yeah, I mean, with this Lark ban and the Storm ban, they're pretty much just saying, guys, this is Bat Rider mid. We're not going to flex this at all. Yeah, they take pretty much all of the good matchups besides the Nature's Prophet.
Infamous turn to pick.
Oh, Wraith King.
Very solid.
The monkey is still available. Will Infamous go for the Monkey King, or do they not feel it is a substantial counter pick? Does not seem to be like every team that goes Monkey right into Wraith King. Only some prefer it.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I think. Monkey King is good versus Wraith King, but you don't want to, you need a monkey to have like an okay lane, so you can't just most of the time at least, you can't just pick monkey straight up, because you want to make sure that it's kind of like an okay lane at least. So they're probably gonna pick their 5 here, but Puck or Nature's Prophet could be 5, so it's a really weird draft.
They could just pick their 4 too, I think.
Yeah, but it could be Puck, right? I think they're gonna get something that is kind of. I
think Rubik looks okay. Earth Spirit's good. Yeah.
Michael, yes.
Acceptable.
All right.
Acceptable.
Grimstroke.
I like Grimstroke.
10 seconds
Oh, I mean,
remaining.
didn't I say Enigma 5 is good with Wraith King?
It is good with
did?
Wraith King. Yes.
You did?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, that's.
Make me look good,
I'm
NoPing.
completely fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with either.
Yeah, they're probably taking their time here. I think.
Actually, Crystal Maiden's kind of okay here too in some ways. Just because like the Nature's Prophet, and I have this Bat Rider, this Wraith King, and the Shadow Shaman. And doesn't he play a lot of that? But we'll just Grim.
Who said
Okay.
Grimstroke?
I did. That's the prime pick. Prime Grimstroke secondary. CM.
I mean, this is a dope
'Cause-
soulbind game, though. You
Yes.
got double lasso, double
Yeah.
Ether Shock,
Wow.
double Wraith Fire Blast. That's a lot to
Mhm.
dump in there. And the Ether
Yeah.
Shock, we
10
brought it up a few
seconds
times now,
remaining.
but a lot of AoE damage. And it's not like you have to pick one, right? Like you
5
could drop the
seconds
combo and
remaining.
dump any combination of the three. It's just more options.
Mm-hmm.
This is great. I like this NoPing draft a lot. Infamous.
You know what I wanted
Uh-oh.
Grimstroke Shard to be instead of that shitty weird spell that he gets?
a third
I
hero
w-
Soulbound. That would be so broken.
No.
That should be his
I
eggs.
wanted an
Ice Rock.
ally hero Soulbind, so you can double Winkswell. You can, I guess that's the only thing you can do. Like you can double Glimmer Cape, double Force Staff. You know, that's what I want. That spell is so random. Like I don't like that spell at all. I think it's
Soulbind? You don't like Soulbind?
no. I don't like the spell that Grimstroke gets with his shard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The ink, whatever.
I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, it like slows for a while, does damage.
I'm trying to find that winning pick. Maybe Weaver might get banned here. I could kind of see that. Then with the Tide though. Oh no, not again.
So
Tide
that's but
mid.
5. Oh no, not the Tide mid. I honestly would prefer the Nature's Prophet, and I think because of the Wraith King, they're probably gonna the Tide Hunter versus Wraith King is much better lane than the opposite.
I
So
believe it's called
they-
Ink Over, Bowie.
Ink over, yeah.
Covers an enemy in ink for 6 seconds. They
Thank
get all
you.
inky. I know, we don't get to see it so much.
It
So I
should
just
have been
wanted
called
to
like
educate
Ink
some folks.
Blot or something.
Infamous.
Ink over
Blob?
sounds blot, like BLOT.
The octopus maneuver.
to blot
okay.
someone with ink.
Okay.
I mean, when else are you ever going to say blot in your life?
It's pretty underwhelming. It slows attack speed by 50, movement speed by 25, and does 320 damage over its duration. It lasts for 6 seconds.
10 seconds.
I mean,
Ah,
it is
that's
1400
pretty
gold.
good,
Like,
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
It's another
Especially 'cause
spell
you
that
can
you can
double.
double. Yeah.
yeah.
Radiant
But
team back.
It's just like I
Well, if
just
it's so
find
cool,
it
then
boring.
why don't
it's a
people
good
buy
spell,
it?
but it's just like yeah.
Because he's got other better stuff.
Exactly.
They ping Lear way. So are they just gonna pick PA here?
God, I hate this Tide Hunter versus bad shit. I hope it's not.
It's not going to be. He'll be off lane
Yeah,
with the
I don't
Earth
think
Spirit.
so.
It's fine.
5
I hope so.
seconds
I
remaining.
genuinely hope so.
I mean, they have that Angel Ursa. It has 0% win rate actually, but it is free and it's like actually good versus Batrider and Wraith King. I wonder if it's gonna get banned here or if they're like, you never wanted the Ursa, let's just let it through.
I could see him anti-maging too, to be honest with you.
Juggernaut is also still in.
Anti-mage for Infamous.
Yeah. Single target disable. You have the spell block, the counter spell.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to dodge most of what they have.
Kind of looks like they
but-
need one of those heroes.
It's so much pressure on Angel, man. I
Yeah.
don't
And
know.
if you ever get caught, like they have a really good CC chain if you
yeah,
mess
it's all
up at
magic
all.
damage. It'll be fine.
You're right. It is not a bad aim game.
Yeah, I think you guys are nuts.
Infamous.
Rock it out,
But-
man.
To pick.
See,
All
look,
right.
they banned Jug. They're gonna pick Lifestealer here. That's what I think they're gonna go for.
Oh, God,
Is this
no.
it? The ultimate
This is
snipe?
it.
Are you staking
This is
your
the Lifestealer
reputation on
game.
this Lifestealer game?
I would put more on Lifestealer than Anti.
If they pick Lifestealer, you're finishing this panel and the next one.
I
Oh,
Because
honestly
there's
feel
no
like
point in
Xyri-
us talking.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like you should just get promoted. Like,
Yeah.
just panel by
I see.
yourself.
I mean, what are there any other bat
remaining.
heroes left?
Um,
Do they need a bad hero necessarily?
yeah, I don't think they.
I guess they
it's
don't
not
need
really
it,
about
but
the bat.
Radiant
It's a nice to have. It's the
got
Ursa.
him. So glad
Okay.
that wasn't a
Damn.
Lifestealer. But as Bowie said, he likes the hero a lot, so it looks like he's feeling pretty comfortable in the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it is a good Ursa game. I honestly feel like it's pretty good. What's the offlaner that you pick here?
You're not worried about him getting kited?
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, it's not like they have a lot of like they have
5
Coil,
seconds
Ravage,
remaining.
Spirit Brawl. They have the control. It's more about Ursa not getting chain stunned, and like usually your ult just allows you to not die. I think it's gonna be all about the lane here. It's gonna be a shaman with. Can they Enigma here on side of NoPing?
This guy.
Dude, Enigma is Enigma is so good. It's underpicked.
Guys,
in South
Enigma
America for
5.
sure.
They picked Grimstroke. All right, now, guys, have you considered the Enigma? Like,
I mean,
no, me Enigma off lane.
yeah.
I mean, it's okay. I don't hate it.
I think it's.
I just feel like you're really trying to sell me on.
What about Veno? Isn't Veno still in? They could Veno 3.
Have we ever seen a Veno do good besides Chris Luck? Okay.
Yeah, but it's so
There you go.
annoying for Ursa.
Sinking.
It's such a sad life.
I like these slightly less cooldown reliant kind of off laners more. Like Sand King's just so much more active. You know, reliable stun. He's got all this AoE damage now. I like this a little more.
All right, Dark Margo's on the Bat Rider, and Mr. Jeans is on the Puck. So it will be the 5 Prophet, the 3 Puck, the 2 Puck, and we'll have that matchup instead. A little more, less exciting than the Prophet and the Bat, but makes the Ursa's life easier rather than having a 5 Puck. He's the 5 Prophet, who's a little bit more reliable. Although, to be fair, he's a 5 Prophet going into Sand King, so it's slightly worse.
But you are against Shadow Shaman. Like, you actually destroyed the Shaman because his range hero doesn't really
10 seconds
wave clear that well. Not gonna max Shackles if he's gonna play the new meta way, especially with the Grimstroke. So
Yeah, and if Michael rotates, Matthew's just dead.
yeah, it's really easy
Mr.
to-
Jeans Puck, huh?
Oh yeah.
So what are the predictions? How do we like it? Is this a Jeans game or a Mago game?
Well, I'm riding or dying with the Wraith King here. I think their draft is a little bit better. And I think Angel's Ursa is. I really want to believe on Angel, but he needs to give me a clue, and so far he didn't. So I'm going with Wraith King here.
There are some very annoying things for the Ursa for sure, between like soul binds and lassos and just like hexes and stuff that like
A
sure
lot of
you,
stuns.
you have tools, yeah, but you know I think we've all seen those Ursa games where then a couple Yules get bought and suddenly you're worthless.
Yep.
But luckily they have Michael on the Earth Spirit, who's the true king of Dota. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Infamous.
All right, an even split here. Gary, you're going to be up. I'm not sure which side I'm favoring. I think this Mr. Jeans Puck is due to have a good showing. How we feeling over there on the sidelines?
Pretty good, yeah. Everyone knows which way I'm going, I think. HFN on Wraith King, ride or die, of course, like Bowie said. Theban coming into this, though. Pretty important series for both teams, 1 and 3. NoPing have picked up a few more games, though, than Infamous have. So I'm still leaning their way. How do you feel about the draft in general, though?
I think the draft is a lot more even this time around. Most of the games we see, I could say I can lean 70% more towards one side, but this game, it's quite even. I'm kind of scared for this Ursa if he's going to have like a decent game. There's a lot of stuns on the side of Radiant, which is quite problematic for him, but it is a pretty decent hero against Wraith King, very similar to what Monkey King does. But Dire, I just lost like, I was gonna say something and then I just ate, so I choked on whatever I was eating earlier.
But Dire? There's lots of stuns against the
Not
Ursa.
Dire. I was gonna say ride or die with
Oh.
the king. That's what I was trying to say. Right before that happened. Anyway, yep, that's what it is. It's only Wraith King for me.
Wraith King all the way. And Sand King, that last pick coming out of NoPing, considering a lot of options, Bowie was going hard for that Enigma to come out at the very end. Sand King going up against Ursa Warrior. It's a melee hero against Ursa, but you do have Sandstorm, Caustic, and of course that Burrow Strike. There's lots of tools in your kit that could upset the lane.
The way you can think about Enigma and why it wouldn't have been a good pick, even though there isn't many cancels on Infamous, you can argue, there could be a Ursa with Blink Abyssal Blade or something, but other than that, like the position 4 of NoPing is a Shadow Shaman, right? You're pretty much never really gonna see a ranged 4 played with Enigma. That's just how it is. It's like a rule. You know, you're gonna need someone who's like a melee 4 who can run in, block the camps, tank up for the Enigma, play in front of the Enigma, mess with the enemy support. Shadow Shaman can be kind of like that, but he's gonna get beat up by a hero like Nature's Prophet, pretty much.
Yeah, just right-clicked into the ground. And you kind of also want someone with a bit of gap close, or someone who goes boots first and starts running. I guess
Exactly.
Shaman does,
Someone who can initiate the fight for you as well.
Earth Spirit, Tusk, Earthshaker, these kind of boys.
So that's why we see this Sacking being picked up, and I like it. I like this much more than I would have liked the Enigma.
Oh, HFN as a stand-in here for NoPing, dropping the Wraith King chat line. I'll help my weak and puny allies where I can. I don't know if that's a way to stay on the team or to become the captain of the team.
You know what, Gary? I have a few more information for you since
oh yes,
you know, Bowie also dropped us with some knowledge bombs, asking his boys around.
Have you been doing some homework?
To elaborate, yeah, I have been. Well, we'll start off with what Bowie said earlier, right? To elaborate a little bit on the Bat versus NP matchup. I also spoke with a few people, right? Some dudes, especially from North America, because we're pretty much in the same division kind of here, and they said that the NP versus Bat, the NP is really strong against the Bat Rider for like the first 4 minutes, because you got so much incredible amount of damage and you just keep like denying the creeps. But after 4 minutes, it just becomes unplayable. So I assume like they didn't go into too much detail, but for the Bat, it becomes unplayable for the Nature's Prophet. So once the Bat Rider has levels, maybe picks up a rune or something, it's quite difficult for the NP to like just sit mid. You're not going to be low HP after 4 minutes. You're probably going to have a full bottle or like TP base, come back to the mid lane. And also the NP's game throughout the game is like really hard against Bat Rider.
Yeah,
we won't be seeing it this game.
Yeah, when the NP kind of TP's out to go and help one of the side lanes, Bat's going to go farm some stacks in the jungle, get a rune like you said, make those more active moves.
Exactly.
Not entirely sure why we're paused, but they are running through their pause time here. We'll get ourselves underway shortly. And looking at the way these lanes are going to be set up, Mr. Jeans in that mid lane with Puck going up against the Dark Mago Bat Rider. We are ready to get underway. Mariano Tidehunter going to be with a Michael Earth Spirit. I did see some drawing on the maps though where Infamous was saying, let's go Radiant Triangle, get to that high ground quickly, make a play there at the start of this game. And they are grouped up, probably going to smoke from the tier 3 and run all the way across the map. Yeah, they draw the line again. But look at where NoPing are going to be setting up too. This could be a 5v5 before the creeps even spawn. Who spots who first? Observer Ward down from the Bat Rider. Puck gets his without being spotted. Tidehunter leading that charge. Sand King breaks the smoke though. Now they know the pings come out. They've seen them. No blood spilled at the start of this game. Bat Rider sitting pretty tight to his tier 1.
Yeah, this is a very aggressive move here from Infamous. It's going to be hard for NoPing to get any runes if they actually don't go in there and fight. They're going to come in. Oh, they don't want to give up.
They're edging forward. Yeah, they're trying to start this off, and they've gone on Michael to begin with. A great orb in, but the burst strike connecting already takes him down. Matthew, the first one to die, thanks to Angel's little clap forward. And now the Radiant, considering another reinitiation here onto Mr. Jeans. Nice stun, catching the puck, the orb across. No, doesn't escape the burst strikes. Oh, Mr. Jeans, he's out on 5 HP. Now Oscar's in trouble after spending his burst strike. Aggressive move forward, Wraith King's already fallen, and Infamous, they swipe them down. Lose the Prophet, sure. Dark Mago trying to run back. Another Earth Shock, a Gush. Mr. Jeans baiting him. He's got stick charges and an orb. Dark Mago body blocked by the big boy Tide. Deny yourself the Roche. That's the best you can try and do here, I think, Dark Mago. Take a bit more damage. Aggro Mr. Roshan. Come on, please, take me out. Not the Ursa Warrior. Roshan kills him. Denies that mid laner kill.
But he's dead for 26 seconds on the mid lane, Gary. No, that's worse.
That's your two first waves gone. Oh, you're right. My goodness, I didn't think about that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he lost an entire first creep wave. So this Puck, like, this is better than getting first blood on Puck.
Yeah, Puck has literally gone 4 and 4.
Yeah,
oh, yep, 4 and 4.
He's got the entire first wave.
Mr. Jean's gonna be popping off. That's what Zayori wanted. Spectacular start for Infamous. And what have we got with these actual lanes? Because I see Matthew and HFN up top, tri-laning along with a Grimstroke of Pandaboo.
Dude, this is the
Axel?
3rd time they've sent HFN to the off lane. Oh, sorry, 4th time.
You're right. Yeah.
They're aggro tri-laning and soloing Oscar.
Yeah, I didn't think about it because the other 3 times they were Dire team, weren't they? And they sent him bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. This must be their strategy of like how to play with carries right now. But you know what I want to say, Gary? I'm so happy that they've made their way around to Wraith King. I feel like they've been experimenting with carries, figuring out what's good. They started with the Dusa, then they went to the no-no list and the Anti-Mage and the Alchemist.
Yep.
And now they're back to a Wraith King. Oh, feels good.
A real proper carry. Down bottom.
Yeah.
Angel's Ursa. He's cut himself a nice little path through the trees.
Okay, that's cool.
Axel
Yeah,
with
heals,
the treants.
heals up. And now comes back into the fight. This is a losing situation for NoPing.
Yeah, the Sand King's got to burrow back just to get himself into the lane. Now pretty much completely out of mana. A kill on Pandaboo top though. As Mariano takes him out.
Some real good damage top lane. You got the Gush into the roll-in, and Earth Spirit with his big stick gonna smack for more damage thanks to that minus armor.
Yeah, didn't even need like an Orb of Venom or anything on that Earth Spirit. Do you think there's like a safe lane tied here? Oh, missing that roll. Are we going to see that?
Yeah,
oh,
but
he's kicked him back though.
Yeah, tower shots. He took a lot of tower shots too.
5 stick. He's going to walk this one
Baiting.
back. He does have boots up.
Grim TP'd mid to refill the bottle first. So HFN all alone for a bit.
Already putting out fires. It's interesting though that the CS board doesn't reflect the great start from Infamous at the beginning, right? Like Puck, yes, is up there, but Sand King, Bat Rider, both CSing very well. Wraith King's even with that Ursa Warrior. So go back on HFN, kicking stones at him with that Gush on top. It's a lot of pressure for Wraith King that has no regen outside of stick, while bottom they've shackled Angel. Does have the Earth Shock to disengage, but these 2 carries in these opposing side lanes, the off lanes basically, they're having a few struggles.
For good reason. I mean, these carries are typically used to staying in the safe lane, playing under the tower, getting that armor and the HP regen, having your support pulling, and that's not the case when you go to the off lane.
Yeah, it looks like Sand King pretty much handling that bot lane. 22 CS. Might get gone on here now though, he's not got any mana left. And these Fury swipes, they stack up quickly. Oscar gives a killing spree to Angel. You're right, boots plus Orb of Venom. Slow him down.
Feels good. The worst part out of all that is the Sand King. Sand King's wave was double waving into the Ursa. So these creeps are going to die very quick before the Sand King can return to the lane. And it's going to be at Ursa's tower next.
Yeah, and Angel just needs to bring out a bit of regen. A salve, a mango, something, keep him in that lane.
Something
Nice
to
move.
always think about, Gary, is if you die in a lane, as long as the lane is pushing into you, it's always fine.
Radiant structures
But if the lane is pushing outwards towards your enemy, that's when things are real bad.
That's when we got problems.
Yep.
And Shadow Shaman guarding that rune for the Bat Rider means Dark Mago has that full bottle again. Still a 10 CS lead for the Puck, obviously, after that first wave. Double null. With the
I'm
one
surprised
and
that
a bottle coming.
the Bat Rider is only that far behind, considering he lost an entire creep wave.
Yeah, it's
Like
a big
legit
recovery.
an entire creep wave. Like 0 XP off the first creeps. I don't think I
rolling
can
up.
say I've seen that.
Ooh, yeah, me neither. Kicks the
Steals
bat
it.
away from that bounty rune, gets a ward down, and TP's home. Might have
Good,
been
good, very
an obvious ward. He did make a little turn before he started TPing, so it could be that the bat or the Grimstroke spotted him. Bat Rider gonna
Jeans.
get coiled though. Mr. Jeans, yeah, has the
Easy.
TP from Axel. Nature's Prophet here. Matthew rotates. Should be able to get the trade. Shackled under the tower and a lot of damage. As Mr. Jeans considering the dive, but missing that orb means he can't go too far in.
Yeah, the Axel here just TPing in front of the tower was probably not the best idea. TP'd more towards the left when the coil landed. Still would have got the kill and lived as well.
Sad times for the bat though. A couple of deaths. Not a great lane, so gonna have to rely on some of these jungle stacks, which Earth Spirit does know that they are building up. Michael rolling
want
across
the
towards
shaman.
Matthew. And they trying to shackle up the
Lasso?
puck and a lasso there with a Firefly and tons of napalm charges.
Ooh,
They've got
very
Mr.
nice.
Jeans under the Firefly. And now Michael, can he try and roll away? He's been surrounded by 3 heroes. Dark Margot's right on top of him, so he tries to roll back into Matthew to get the kill, but he doesn't finish it. Axel has to. And the Inkswell
Huge
is
for
there to
Matt.
stun up the Nature's Prophet. He might be able to TP out. No. That Stroke of Fate says absolutely not. Dark Margot deserves a double kill after all of this nonsense he's had to deal with. Batrider straight back into the game.
I mean, that all started because the Earth Spirit went in for the roleplay, missed on the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman got the shackles, and now there was no more silence. Or a stun for this puck.
Mr. Jeans, oh, they don't land the roll. Kick to snap the coil. Firefly's
He's
still
good
going
up
though.
that.
He's up onto the high
He's
ground.
good.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's completely fine here. Oh, again, Axel? You literally just died in this lane twice.
I mean, top lane, Tide's in trouble as well. Stunned up. Wraithfire Blast there. He pops the Ravage on the 2 of them. He's going to turn and try and kill the Wraith King.
Easy
Mariano.
for Mariano.
Double kill coming. Give it to the Watermelon. Let's go. Grimstroke. Can you run away from him?
Oh,
you
he
can't run
missed
away
the
from
Axe
Michael. Spirit arrives.
Okay, easy for Mariano. He baited that out big time. I think HFN's like, as soon as he hit that Tide one time and he realized he wasn't going to die, but the next
And
he's
now
like,
bottom.
oh no.
They've got the Epicenter Shackles onto Ursa Warrior. Now onto his own tier 1. It's just people diving non-stop. There's already 16 kills in a 7.5 minute game. Absolutely
2
ridiculous.
kills a minute plus. Yep, feels good. That's why South American Dota is so special.
Super entertaining. Triple wards around this mid lane now from the Dire team. 1 between tier 1, tier 2, 2 kind of watching across the river.
It
Plenty
ain't
of
over,
vision.
by the way, Gary. They're going for this Wraith King now, before he's level 6.
Oh, and they
puck's
get the
on the
roll.
way with Coil.
Kick
This is
the
a super
boulder.
dead Wraith King here.
Nice jump from the puck, in with the coil, and you are correct, as always, Theben. Pre-level 6 Wraith King. Panda Boo might also be in a spot of bother if he sticks around, but Dark Mago, he's going to defend this tower just by putting himself out there in the front line. And return back to the lanes for the Dire. Man, Wraith King and Ursa really are having torrid games. Like, it is atrociously bad so far from them. But Angel's had a couple of minutes now in that bot lane to actually farm some creeps. Battle Fury's lined up.
It's better these guys just go straight into the jungle and their 2 carries. Stop
Yeah.
showing up on lanes. Yeah. But the Tidehunter is starting to rotate bottom. They want to get this tower down here. It looks like. Oh, Angel.
Oh, the Enrage.
Nope. Went too early. Should have waited for the Tidehunter to be nearby. Would have been such a free kill with a single gush. -4 armor reduction for the Ursa. Good enough.
It sure is. And I guess with level 3 Nature's Call here, they've got the Treants to try and push this tower, but they're not showing. Tide and Prophet waiting for someone to come and try and defend, and it's going to be Matthew. Plonking down the Serpent Wards, trying to kill off the Prophet. He's got himself the wand, the raindrops, but he's still going to die. The snakes kill him, but it's some good farm
Deny the
here for the
wards.
Dire team. Kill all the wards.
Deny it.
He gets a deny, yeah. Takes out a couple of them.
Yep. Bat mid.
What's he up to? He's
Lassoed.
coiled. Oh, we've seen this one before.
Oh, coiled,
Burn
yep.
charge on him, but the Inkswell gets him out of there. Good
This is one of the
Phantasm Embrace.
scariest combos in the game. Batrider plus Grimstroke. It's like everything just works so well together.
I know it's Spirit. Not expecting the Oscar Sand King to be so deep on his side of the map.
I feel like you can almost guarantee the Grim coming if you see a Batrider pick. Because it's just that good. You know, even just with the Inkswell alone, setting your Batrider in with the Firefly and Boots of Travel, so like max movement speed, get on top of whoever you want, you got the stun, then you lasso after, or you can lasso off a Soulbind.
Yeah, exactly. It's like double lasso into Soulbind. It's kind of an afterthought, like you're saying, with all the other stuff he's got.
Exactly. Even the silence, when you're going on someone, now you're like movement speed reduced, turn rate reduced, and then your silence, you can't attack the bug to cast
You can't
spells, and
stun
you got a
them.
Batrider Fireflying. It's insanely annoying.
Can't stun the bat, can't run, can't hide. Shadow Shaman and Sand King moving up towards top lane now. Yeah, they've lost that bot tier 1. And Infamous Vision is very heavy into the bottom half of the map. So it feels pretty okay for NoPing to try and make this top lane their home. But absolutely no one is showing. Like, really great discipline here for Mr. Jeans to hide in the trees. Prophet gets into the mid lane after they see this number of Radiant heroes up top. And the pressure continues for Infamous.
Yeah, this is a good play though from Infamous. It's really, really good. Just to see, noticing that there's so many heroes grouped up top, the puck is just trying to slow it down with some orbs, and you go straight for the mid tower. It's my favorite kind of play. You see people running at your safe lane, go to the enemy mid. They're gonna be super annoyed.
Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, and trying to roll on the bat now.
Man, they even...
Gets the lasso. Is he going to kill Michael here? Looks pretty dead to me with a flame break. And the Hex will definitely finish it off.
They even had to drop the Serpent Wards top for the top tier 1 tower. That's supposed to be a free tower normally.
Yeah, I mean, what is it, a minute and a half? It's a 1-for-2 tower trade, top for your mid and your bottom lane.
Yeah, it's horrible for NoPing right now. That being said, they do have the Batrider effect. Batrider is broken.
And he's got his boots of travel. About a third of the way through the BKB.
Once he gets BKB, is lights out for Infamous team fight.
Yeah, it's a free run for Dark Mago. A very disparate situation between Wraith King and the Ursa now, though. They were neck and neck in net worth for a decent amount of time. But Ursa's been given a lot of room bottom to farm through jungle, push that lane after the tower died. Now he's top as Oscar gets popped in his own triangle. A DD puck there.
Oh, they're going to get HFN too. And, you know, this is HFN, right? So it's safe, private, HFN. Everyone's going to come in to try and help him out.
He's got reincarnation.
Let's just hope that they don't die.
That should be the plan. There's a big Ravage here ready for Mariano. Wraith King gets the stun down, another good roll in. Batrider's going towards the back lines for Prophet and the puck. The Inkswell's there, looking to kill off that Furion. The Ravage doesn't save him, but it does connect onto some Radiant heroes, and they slay the Batrider. In the end, a good trade, even if they don't kill Wraith King twice. But what else can NoPing get out of this? With the Burrow Epicenter, Mariano's being focused. The DD puck's still going wild on the Grimstroke, though. The right clicks, doing some serious damage. Pandaboo gets himself back to the high ground, but the Sand King is in there on the tide. Still going to get taken down by Michael. Infamous.
I mean, I would say, in the end, NoPing actually come out ahead there. Even though they got the kill onto the Batrider, because they had to use the Ravage for it, right? And they were the ones who were looking like they were going to kill the carry. But now they lose 2 for 2, and the Wraith King is back to free farming in the bottom lane.
Sure is. I was wondering if that Wraith King goes the hand of Midas. Like, he got this Gloves of Haste. Could be the armlet, could be the Midas, but it looks like he's just got it casually. Bit of cash glove wear, going into that Radiance as quickly as he can.
We've seen this sometimes where you just buy it, you just see the flow of the game for the next minutes, because it'll take you at least 4 minutes to get to your Midas first. So if the flow is good for you, and your team's the one taking towers, but because Infamous got mid and bottom tower, and is pressuring him, he feels like he's got to get to that Midas much quicker. Sorry, that Radiance much quicker.
Yeah. Oh, he's got some good free time down there, and the rest of his squad amped up and ready to fight. Serpent Wards are back up. No epi for about 40 seconds, but they've got an Invis bottled on the Batrider with lasso ready. Boots of Travel, of course, can get him into any lane he pleases. So this smoke, no matter where it goes, is going to have 4 heroes connect. The trouble is, Infamous, they are grouped up as 5 heroes. Defending the Ursa as he clears out the triangle with that Battle Fury. Alright, JFN.
It's almost disconnected. HFN.
Hopefully he'll get back in as quickly as he can.
No. Did he buy it?
No, it's a bug.
Did he buy the Midas? Oh, it's a bug.
Yeah. It's the last hero. It's the last hero you selected before the pause. I did the same thing, and then I remembered because I saw 949 gold on Wraith King. I was like, wait a second, did he buy an armlet?
Yeah. It was like perfect because he had about 3,000 some gold. I click on him, there was like 1,400. I'm like, no. He did not buy a Midas. It would be horrible if he bought a Midas in this game, because Infamous is going to hit a huge timing around 20 minutes and you won't even be at Relic by then if you go for the Midas right here. Actually, you probably would be at Relic, but you know, you would be losing a lot of team fights before that.
What's the biggest item that Infamous will have around 20 minutes?
I've got BKB maybe, or sorry, SNY. Maybe the Ursa will also have a BKB possibly. I don't know what he's doing. Is he going Yasha first into BKB, or is he going SNY into BKB?
There's a better item. 20 minutes.
What
They've
is
got a
it?
profit. It's
Oh,
the Aghanim Shard.
The Aghanim Shard? Oh, he's not gonna buy that in time, right? He's gonna get this Glimmer Cape. Would he even have money for it? He looks pretty broke to me, Gary.
He might. I mean, he's nearly got Glimmer, right? He's like 300 away from it. And he's got 5 minutes to farm 1.4k with a... He could be a bit greedy.
Gary, this NP looks like a university student's bank account right now. Like, it's not happening.
Oh dear, he's on the mac and cheese diet.
By 20 minutes. I hope though. I will hope that he buys it. Yeah. It's so good. You just farm so much with it. You just push lanes. It creates so much chaos on the map. If you think there's any other item in the game that would save you better than a shard on NP, you're just dead wrong.
Because he can do the same moves he's been already doing, like this bottom lane where he's sat right now behind his tier 2. If he has the shard, you know, he's just putting out these big treants, blocking the wave, allowing his Ursa to keep on pushing through to that tower. It makes so much space for the rest of your squad.
Just lets you get to your next items much quicker too. That's something that people don't really think much about as a support. Like, what item is gonna keep you relevant, having a lot of momentum? Yeah, relevant, and then also lets you get even more items to help your team even further later on.
It can be so easy to like tunnel vision. I need a 4 staff. I'm against a clockwork, or I need a glimmer cape because I'm against all this nuke damage. Well, sometimes that can be good. Sometimes you just need the Aghanim Shard.
Top tower is under attack.
Well, back we go into some Dota 2 video gameplay. Batrider cutting that wave top. Of course, Smoke Gang didn't actually find anyone in the jungle. It does allow HFN Wraith King now 3,500 gold saved up.
Shadow Shaman.
He's TP.
What's he up to? What's he up to? Okay, Sanking is TPing in. They see the vision. They saw him. They saw him TPing in. They're gonna get out. Mr. Jeans knows not to mess around with this right now.
I don't know, man.
Unless, I mean, they can dive in if they have all 5 heroes. But the big but here.
Michael, oh, the blink, man. Sprout and Roll were coming.
Well, there's a ward right on the high ground.
Yeah.
Of Radiant, so they saw the Earth Sphere rolling in and just blinked out, got out. They don't on NoPing as well. They don't want to bring too many heroes bottom. So it's either like a quick pick up on the puck, or we're just getting out of there.
I was just worried that Oscar, you know, he didn't know about the Nature's Prophet, did he? So if that Sprout and then one right click cancels the dagger, maybe the roll connects.
Oscar again. Good move by Oscar. Michael rolling, blinks out again. He must know there's like a ward behind this tower now.
Oh yeah, you've got to. The amount of aggression there. Definitely around that vision. And Dire scanning the Roche pit just in case NoPing were doing something sneaky with the Serpent wards. And Tide is lurking around mid, making sure that it's not an easy push out.
Wow. You know who like else is on footsteps, Gary?
Who is it? Is it Grim?
The Shadow Shaman.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he's a position 4. He's got no Aether Lens 16 minutes in. He can only buy like an energy booster now. He's going for a blink dagger first item, I guess, for the catch on the puck. But it's gonna feel real bad going blink first without Aether Lens, because now you don't have that mana pool, that mana regen, which Shadow Shaman desperately needs.
He sure does. Oh, Grove Boat. Don't leave that behind. Prophet gets scanned up top. And Wraith King about halfway to that relic, Radiance recipe. Just needs a couple more minutes. But I don't know if Infamous are going to give it to them. Reclaim that top jungle. Tide leading the charge, but the Batrider getting on top of the puck, forcing the blink away. Silent stop at the moment, Dark Margo. Still very forward, but exactly. With that magic immunity. He's going to be able to get out of there, as will the Shadow Shaman, TPing home.
Yeah. Mr. Jeans doesn't go for the coil play onto Matthew there. Being very generous to let Matthew escape.
He'll go on the bat instead, forcing that BKB. No Firefly. So Dark Margo can't really turn and fight into them, but now they know Bat BKB is down for a significant amount of time.
You reckon they're gonna go Roshan here?
I don't know. Every time I think they will, they don't. And now the time I think they don't, it looks like they will. No, they won't.
You can't. You really can't against Batrider with the sticky napalm and the Sanking with the Blink epicenter. It would be a really bad idea to do that rush without any kills. And now Radiance is up on Wraith King. He's down to fight. He's completely down to get into some engagements. The only thing is he doesn't have a TP right now and his team is all moving top. This could be a huge throw for NoPing.
HFN probably calling that he's closing in on level 12. What's a level 2 ulti? But the Sand King's already been jumped on. Magnetized under a sandstorm. He is invis with no reveal from the Dire squad. They don't see him until the Earth Spirit rolls back in. Refreshes the Magnetize. Looks to pick off Oscar and gets it done. Trades his life for it as Axel has TP'd forward aggressively into the lasso of Batrider. And under that tier 1 he'll go with a good soul bind. Mariana's forced to ravage, but it's a damn good one. On to Matthew and Pandaboo, but Angel wasn't able to close the gap and kill any big cause. We'll have to just take the life of the Shadow Shaman as he buys back in a 3-man coil. Holds
That's
them
not
away,
a good buyback.
allowing the retreat.
Yeah, that was a let's get out of here, wave the white flag, Dream Coil, and Shaman just bought out. And that Shaman, let's not forget, he's broke. He's got 1,000 net worth, Gary, and he just bought out. This is not going to help his game. He's got less net worth than his position 5 Grim right now.
I think we start swapping the roles now. Grimstroke's going to start taking all the farm. It's mine, says Pandaboo. Only one level in Stroke of Fate, though, so clearing waves is not going to be so easy.
Yeah, I remember Zayori had high hopes for this Shadow Shaman. He was thinking he was going to have Blink, Aether Lens, going to hunt this puck.
Aghanim Scepter,
Yeah, Alpha Predator. Nope.
Wraith King. Showing Mariano who's boss. HFN hasted up, so not really too worried about anything. And finally getting to pressure this tier 1 with a catapult wave. I guess knowing that Ravage is down, you feel decent about it. But without your Batrider, who's still pushing top lane, they can't actually commit for it. I'm leaving that objective up. I wonder if they've got any smokes left on Radiant, because they used like 2 or 3 in a row. Okay, there we go. Nice. Pandaboo buys one. Question answered. That's what I love to see. But I think they might be running out, honestly. They used quite a few in that kind of, what, 15-minute to 20-minute period, trying to run up into that top jungle.
Mm-hmm. I think it's okay, though, for NoPing to just chill out for the time being. There is no Ravage on the Tidehunter, but this Wraith King, he's gonna need 1 or 2 more items before he can really man up in the engagements. Generally, you like to fight a lot once you get level 18 on the Wraith King, and he's kind of underleveled right now. The Puck's 15, the Ursa's already 17.
Is the Wraith King gonna buy BKB? He's got some interesting items queued up, and I'm a little lost in what he's doing.
Yeah, he's got a Deso queued up, I think.
Well, he's got a Gloves of Haste, an Ogre Axe, and then he's got Blink, Assault Cuirass, Deso queued without finishing off like a Sand or a BKB or something.
Nah, he's just going for a sampler item build here. Not the sampler skill build. Just
a bit of that.
Yeah. Choice process, as you would call it.
Yeah, too many options. Dark Margot forcing Angel back. Michael and Mr. Jeans disengage very, very barely. Gets away from that Burst Strike range. Now, Wrath of Nature with a potential coil again. Mr. Jeans goes for it. Great roll in from Michael. Silences up that Sand King. Forces the Yules. And another roll with an orb on top. Under the Sandstorm, though, Oscar turns back with a nice epicenter burrow into Michael with the Soul Bind, but there's just no follow-through. They need Dark Mago with a lasso or something, but he can't get involved.
Yep, they didn't have the position 1 and 2.
Annihilated.
That is the opening they needed for Roshan. No more epicenter, no more grim strokes for vision. Batrider is not gonna poke his head in against these 4 heroes.
It's Dark Mago. He's going in. Oh, he's gonna run now. Roshan's died.
Better run.
And the fact that Mariano held Ravage as well, still have that threat of the Dire team just shoving your tier 2s.
And Mariana's also going for a Solar Crest. So this Ursa, not only is he the top net worth, there's going to be an additional 3k net worth being thrown on top of this Ursa every fight, thanks to that Solar Crest. Or you can even use it offensively. It might even be better to use it offensively, to be honest.
Like
just
on the Wraith King?
Yeah, apply that incredible amount of minus armor and slow. Just let the Ursa go ham on that hero.
Whoever he's targeting.
max out attack speed anyway, right? With the overpower.
He's a speedy bear. Infamous has turned to smoke. Blink Ursa. Coming your way. And what's Puck finished off? Aghanim Scepter on top of that blink. So even if they were wanting to fight into this, there's some big AoE ultis on Infamous's side. Bat's going to try and find the Prophet bottom. Gets him with a lasso. Yeah, spotted him with the dust. That's how he sees him through the Glimmer Cape. But the smoke's going to come in behind them. Mr. Jean silenced with the Phantom's Embrace, but Dark Mago tapped by the Urn. Chased by Michael. They lose Panda Boo. Speedy Batrider. Look at him go. Sprinting away. BKB TP. And nothing. Oh, the coil. There it is with the Aghanim Scepter. I almost said nothing to stop it, but there absolutely is. It's Mr. Jeans. Drops the greetings as well. And now, mid lane. They just don't stop. That's a hasted Sand King, though. Good luck, Mariano and Angel. Chase that. Oh, little bug. Skittering around.
Game's starting to look impossible for NoPing at this point if they don't just group up. The way they're playing is not going to work out. They got the Wraith King with his BKB soon. He's level 16. I know he's not 18 yet, but he's got to go play with his boys.
And even with the BKB, usually we love that timing. Radiant's BKB.
What is he doing? He's just like
already
in the
has
base.
coil.
He's thinking about it. He had enough gold. He spent like 15 seconds in the base thinking about whether he should buy the BKB or not.
Ravage. They catch a couple. Nice hex from Matthew. Trying to hold Angel back. The Shadow Amulet. Panda Boo still under a sentry. So obliterated. And the roll towards Sand King. He blinks back, but Oscar still getting gap closed here by the Earth Spirit and the Tide Hunter. And that roll back up nearly lands. Good attempt. It'll be that anchor smash in the end, though, as the Wraith King coming in with a stun onto the Tide Hunter. But look at the rest of Infamous. They're filtering through forward with the shackles on Michael. They'll turn back. Dark Mago trying to stick onto the Earth Spirit, and he'll burn him down with the Firefly. But look at the right-click physical damage. Ursa, we're going to lose the Aegis here in the middle of them all. Serpent Ward's in a decent place, and the coil already spent. No Ravage, no coil. Ursa Warrior has Enraged, so he'll try and get himself back to the high ground. Decent Soulbind with the stuns and the lasso there. Only catching one. But Angel has the BKB to turn and burn onto the Batrider. Dead for 69 seconds. Not so nice for Dark Mago, as HFN with Reincarnation's going to disengage back to his high ground, but spending so many cooldowns, ultis, time at this tier 2 top, fighting and in the end losing feels so bad as NoPing.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty close. The go on the Ursa was nice there, but that Enrage was so high valued. It was on a Soulbind, lasted like 1 second. Then the lasso came out like I think a millisecond too early. So he still had the Enrage on when the lasso came out. So that lasted like 1 second, and he was able to just turn around that fight. But if he actually got the lasso after the Enrage went out, then I think NoPing had the potential to win that battle.
Yeah, especially with like a buyback from the Grimstroke. I think it was only one buyback the Radiant spent, because that's the only buyback they actually had. Everyone else is running on fumes. Not much gold to actually throw towards it. And the fact this Radiant Triangle is still being held by Infamous, it's a bit of a worry for Oscar as he blinks into the waiting arms of the Tide Hunter. Cleared up by Angel. That's a great pincer movement if I've ever seen one. Attack from the front, and then the backstab. I feel like I've not seen this Prophet actually like be in fight. Axel is having a grand old time split pushing.
He is.
Has his Aghanim Shard.
This is exactly what you should do on NP. That's the point. That's the whole reason why this hero is so good. Because you don't have to do anything. You just have to split push as a 5 and buy good items like Glimmer Cape and Solar Crest. Who was that earlier who was playing Nature's Prophet buying Orchid and I forgot his name.
It was
the Mad King's position 5.
It's the name that we're not allowed to say, yeah.
Yeah. So the Mad King's position 5 bought Orchid into a BKB on NP. Please, sir, take notes. This is how you play position 5 Nature's Prophet right here.
Coil on the back.
Glimmer Cape. Solar Crest.
The BKB. They've got chain stuns on Angel. He's got BKB Enraged to come out of that, and Matthew, my god, not where he wanted to be. Dark Mago is going to give the double kill, the beyond godlike Angel Ursa. Looking real hot now with a basher coming. And this Prophet has a Lincoln Sphere. So you've got Lincoln's Medallion, Solar Crest, all going to be placed on Ursa, who already has Enraged BKB. Seems pretty unkillable to me.
Alright, well, to be fair, he doesn't have Solar Crest yet. He has a medallion since he used the ulti orb, right, for the Lincolns here. But he will have a Solar Crest. Oh, right, you're right. Tide does have one.
Hey, so they got Solar Crest and medallion as Pandaboo just gets destroyed in the same place they fought before. HFN with a 3-man burst strike. Epi from Oscar is a great reinitiation for the Sand King. Now the reincarnation. Axel retreating with the Glimmer Cape, throws out the Wrath of Nature. And the Serpent Wars decent to place on the high ground. Blocking in Angel. The Ursa's stuck there. Wraith King's got to turn and run though. Fury swipe stacks up to 4. Tide and Earth Spirit knocking on his door. And another double for Angel's Ursa. Continues the Beyond Godlike streak. And it's looking like it's game over.
It looks like it, Gary. It looks like it. This game really stemmed from, like, you know, that level 1 engagement where Infamous going to the high ground, NoPing tried to brute force in there. The Batrider also dying to the Roshan, giving the Puck that head start. I mean, this Puck completely dominated this game. And then you got the Ursa versus Sankey matchup, which is exactly what Infamous wanted, even though he did die.
Right, look at this. They're gone in again. They've lassoed up the Ursa, trying to chain stun him, but the shackles get cancelled. Burrow Strike misses. Earth Spirit rolls away. Ursa might still get done in here, though, being burnt by the Batrider, so they take that godlike streak. 845 gold. Goes the way of Dark Margot. They defend their tier 3, so high ground held, and they're going to get Mariano here as well. Batrider Flame Break back into the Inkswell, nicely placed. Tidehunter slain, and NoPing, are they mounting a comeback now? Over eagerness from Infamous. 23k net worth lead ahead, but if you can't break high ground, what does that net worth lead mean?
You know, that's like you're down 20 points in a basketball game, and then your team comes out, drops a 3-pointer, and you're like, yeah, we're down 17 now. Let's go. And then let's see what happens. I mean, it's going to be up to Infamous what they do from here on out, right? 40 seconds, Tidehunter, 40 seconds cooldown on the Ravage, and he's dead at the same time. Once they're alive, are they going to regroup, or are they going to stay split on the map? If they stay split on the map, sure, Batrider and Wraith King can do some good damage. What if
Roshan? I was just saying, if Roshan is an instant spawn, then I could say, you know, NoPing, go into the pit, but it's 2 minutes.
Yep.
I had that small, you know, the tiniest of windows there, and if the RNG went their way, they could have spiraled that one team fight into something bigger.
I doubt it. I don't think they could have taken Roshan because they would have been afraid of the buybacks from Infamous, the Tide and the Ursa, and then the Puck would have non-stop been casting orb into the pit and annoying them. You look at the damage of NoPing. They don't really have the Roshan taker on their team.
Yeah, it's pretty much just Wraith King, isn't it?
Or maybe the Serpent Wards too, but it'll be very difficult.
Well, that's a big circle around that mid lane.
Yep.
Ursa says, let's go. Push back, same place. We've taken the tier 3. Let's go, Rax. Batrider's BKB down to 5 seconds already. Spent a lot of them.
Axel?
Where's he TPing? Up top. Sand King finds him. Yule Scepter's there. So he dodged the burrow already. Still going to get found by Dark Margot. Infamous trying to get in on top of their profit with the rest of their heroes. Bat and Sand King got to get the hell out of here. Inkswell, Wraith King running back, running forth. There's nowhere to go, and the Ursa's blown him up with a Ravage from Mariano, connecting on all of them. They'll slay the Grimstroke under the Glimmer Cape, and they'll turn onto the Wraith King. First life down, and Oscar stuck in there. Even though his epicenter was BKBs galore for Infamous, they buy back the profit, get him into the battle, take down Oscar Sand King, kill off that catapult, which Batrider had brought back and tried to TP onto, and a triple kill for Mr. Jeans. Angel's still alive, and Ultra! Mr. Jeans, there you go, Zayori, the puck has popped off.
Wow, that Paladin Sword on Ursa kept him alive. He had like 5% HP. And that's it, GG.
That's it, it's over.
The previous play was, like I said, a 3-pointer with like 2 minutes left into the game, you know? You're still down 17. Here you go, Infamous, back at it.
They sure are. Looking real hot coming into that game 1 of this series. Man, like you said, it's like the one move. We saw it during the pause. They're drawing on the map, that long line into the Radiant Triangle. They knew exactly what they wanted to do. And NoPing were in an okay position to begin with, kind of holding that area, but they still got baited back and forth. And the fact that Batrider died to Roshan, it looked like a good idea, but what happened?
I mean, they just miscalculated how much damage that